What if someone told you that you can explore Singapore, one of the world's most expensive cities, on shockingly low budgets? Today's itinerary reveals exactly how travelers are seeing the best of Singapore for the price of a movie ticket, sometimes even less. The journey begins at Marina Bay, but not with costly boat rides or pricey rooftop bars. Instead, the day opens with one of the cheapest yet most cinematic experiences, walking the Marina Bay waterfront promenade. It's completely free, and it gives you unmatched views of the Art Science Museum, the skyline, and the Double Helix Bridge. Visitors usually spend money here on boat tours or the Sky Park, but the free version is equally jaw-dropping. Arrive just before sunset. The golden reflections on the water, the skyline lighting up, and the cool bay breeze create the perfect start. How to save money? Use MRT. Get an EZ-Link card and spend only $1 to $1.50 per ride. Skip taxis. They drain your budget instantly. Bring a water bottle. Singapore has free refill stations everywhere. From Marina Bay, the path leads directly into Gardens by the Bay, one of the most photogenic places in Asia. And here's the secret. Entry to the main park is absolutely free. Travelers often assume they must pay for Cloud Forest or Flower Dome, but the outdoor Super Tree Grove, Dragonfly Lake, and the giant super trees themselves cost nothing. The only paid part worth considering is the OCBC Skywalk, but even that is optional. Budget travelers often skip it because the free ground view is equally magical. Watch the Garden Rhapsody light show at night, one of the best free shows in the world. The super trees glow in sync with cinematic music. Most visitors don't know this performance repeats twice every evening and costs $0. After the show, walk across the Bayfront Bridge towards Satay by the Bay. It's one of the cheapest places to eat in the Marina Bay area. Dishes start from $4 to $6, which is rare for Singapore. The second day dives into culture. Singapore's heritage districts are famous, but what makes them even better is how budget-friendly they are. Start early in Chinatown, where colorful lanterns hang over narrow lanes and temples sit beside mural-covered streets. The Buddha Tooth Relic Temple is completely free to enter and is one of the most impressive temples in Southeast Asia. The museum inside is equally fascinating. Chinatown is one of the best places for low-cost food. Hainanese chicken rice, $3, fried carrot cake, $2.50 to $3, noodles, $4. Travelers can have a full lunch for the price of a single drink elsewhere. From here, walk 5 minutes to Pagoda Street, a great spot for souvenir shopping on a budget. Keychains, fridge magnets, local snacks, everything is surprisingly cheap. The story continues with a short MRT ride to Little India, a burst of colors, spices, and energy. The moment you step out of the station, you're surrounded by bright shop houses and aromatic markets. One of the most stunning and budget-friendly attractions here is the Sri Veeramakaliamman Temple, free to enter. Its tower, filled with intricate sculptures, is a dream for cinematic B-roll. Next, head to the Tekka Center. It's legendary for its low-cost meals. A full plate of biryani costs around $4 to $5, and mango lassi is just $2. To keep the day cheap, avoid fast food chains and stick to hawker centers. They offer authentic, filling meals for the lowest prices in Singapore. The day ends in Arab Street, a neighborhood known for its hip cafes, colorful walls, and the beautiful Sultan Mosque, which is open to visitors for free. This area is perfect for evening walks. The Golden Dome glows under the streetlights, and the narrow lanes feel like a small Middle Eastern district tucked inside Singapore. Budget trick: skip the expensive cafes. Instead, grab a $2 snack from the side stalls or enjoy free window shopping in Haji Lane, one of Singapore's most photographed streets. Sentosa is often seen as a luxury island with resorts, beach clubs, and attractions that cost a lot. But most travelers don't know that you can explore half the island for free. Skip the taxi, take the MRT to Harbourfront and walk across the Sentosa boardwalk. Entry price, just $1, and sometimes even free during promotions. The walk itself feels like an attraction. Tropical views, sea breeze, and a long canopy walkway perfect for cinematic shots. Sentosa has 3 main beaches: Siloso, Palawan, Tanjong. All of them are free. Choose Palawan Beach, known for the suspension bridge that leads to the southernmost point of continental Asia. This spot is completely free, quiet, and insanely photogenic. Smart budget tips for Sentosa. Bring snacks from outside. Sentosa food is expensive, Skip expensive activities unless you want one highlight. Free nature trails like the Imbia Trail offer amazing greenery. If you need one paid experience for the entire Singapore trip, choose the Sky Helix or Madame Tussauds Singapura, both cheaper compared to Universal Studios. By sunset, walk back via the boardwalk for those glowing blue hour shots. This day mixes nature, food, and the famous shopping streets, all budget-friendly. The Botanic Gardens is Singapore's first UNESCO heritage site, and the best part, 100% free entry. Huge lakes, palm-lined walkways, black swans, and tropical gardens make it one of the most serene places in the city. It's perfect for a relaxing morning and is open from 5 a.m. Avoid paid sections like the National Orchid Garden if you want to stay strict on budget, but even the free areas offer more than enough beauty. Orchard Road might seem expensive, but there are two secrets that budget travelers use. Number 1, ION Orchard's Food Opera, a massive hawker-style food court where meals start at $4 to $6. It's the cheapest food you'll find in the Orchard area. Number 2, free skyline view at Ion Sky. Most people don't know that Ion Sky occasionally provides free panoramic city views depending on exhibitions and timings. Even if it's closed, Orchard street performances, mall atriums, and neon-lit sidewalks are perfect for cinematic free visuals. End the day at Lau Pa Sat, an iconic Victorian-style hawker center in the heart of the city. At night, the side street transforms into Satay Street, where wooden grills fill the air with smoky flavors. Prices are budget-friendly. Satay sticks, 70 cents to $1 each. Nasi lemak, $4. Drinks, $1.50 to $2. The atmosphere alone feels like a festival. This is where the trip becomes unique. Pulau Ubin, an island northeast of Singapore, feels like stepping back in time. No skyscrapers, no malls, just forests, kampungs, and wildlife. Take the MRT to Tanah Merah or Bedok, around $1.50. Bus to Changi Point Ferry Terminal, $1. Bumboat to Pulau Ubin, $4 one way. Total, around $12 round trip for a full adventure day. Once on the island, rent a bike for $8 to $10 and explore Chek Jawa wetlands, boardwalks over mangroves, old kampung houses, jungle trails, beaches and viewpoints. Pulau Ubin is one of the best deals in Singapore. A massive natural escape for less than the price of a cafe lunch. Budget travel tips that make a huge difference. Number 1, use the MRT only. Singapore's MRT is cheap, fast, clean, and connects almost everywhere. A full day of travel usually costs $4 to $6 total. Number 2, eat at hawker centers. Never eat meals in touristy restaurants. Stick to Maxwell Food Center, Chinatown Complex, Lau Pa Sat, Little India Tekka Center, Amoy Street Food Center. Meals are $3, $6 on average. Number 3, stay in hostels or capsule hotels. Good capsule beds range from $20, $30 per night with great comfort. Number 4, drink free water. Singapore has free water refill stations everywhere. Avoid buying $2 bottled water. Number 5, walk more. Most top attractions are walkable from MRT stations, saving transport costs. Number 6, avoid alcohol. Singapore's alcohol tax is extremely high. Skipping drinks saves huge amounts of money. Number 7, travel off-peak. Travel between February to April or October to November for lower accommodation prices. Singapore doesn't have to drain your wallet. You just need the right plan. Follow this itinerary, and you'll see the best of Singapore for less than you ever imagined. If you want more budget-friendly city guides like this, make sure to stick around for the next journey.